Weekly Outdoor Plus, a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS, every Sunday from 10:30 to 11 a.m., presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jace Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. Now sit back and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors. In today's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus, we're still down in southern Florida, where last week Seth dropped a wild boar with his bow.
You hit the artery there. Log down!
But today's the day. Season was finally open, and it was time to get what we came all the way down here for. A big old alligator.
Let me explain to y'all what's fixing to happen. A, we're gonna get in that boat. B, we're gonna kill a big fat gator. And C, we're fixing to have a great time. Thanks for watching. Ow.
So we begin our hunt on the opening day of public hunting in southern Florida for alligators, taking off on the Kissimmee River, where we had been scouting gators for the past few days. It's about 4 o'clock or so on a Thursday afternoon, and season opens at 5, so we're getting out there a little early to see what we can find.
Just a little faster.
You see the one on the rocks? We'd have to back up now. It's behind us.
Is he big?
It's got head above
Turn like this.
right up on the rocks. I only got one good eye, but I found him.
You found him? Go right in here, move.
I only got one with my one good eye.
We had thought this was the one we wanted, so we hung around for a little while waiting to see what he was going to do and making a few calls.
Not the real green stuff, but come over.
Okay, drive right like this.
Being the avid hunter that Gary is, he spots another gator off behind us that seems to look a little bit bigger.
I got this good eye to look at. We left that gator. It's his lucky day. Now we're gonna go over by this one. It's a little bigger.
So stay tuned, because later Gary and Robert and the gang get on top of this big old gator and take him down. And you all remember Molly from last week, who dropped the biggest hog of the bunch. Well, she also got a gator herself, and we're going to show you that this week on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Stay tuned.
Reel down. Reel.
Get stuff in.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s. Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs. Not only do we have a new one,
Where we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
but we have great service. Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Pro Wash, commercial and residential mobile power washing service will get it clean. Whether it's a house, garage, roof, patio, or deck, Pro Wash uses all hot water, putting them above the rest. They also use all biodegradable chemicals to get out any mold or rotting that's ruining your home. So take a large step towards protecting one of your biggest investments and have the cleanest house on the block. Call 715-341-7852 for an estimate today and ask for the Pro at Pro Wash. 715-341-7852. If you're looking for a vacuum that is going to perform year in and year out, look no further. SIBO is the best of the best. Pick up your SIBO today at Barbershop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus, brought to you by Barbershop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point, where they have the most wide variety of vacuums, sewing machines, and parts you could need, and great service to go along with it. So get your notebooks and pencils out, because it's time for your lesson segment with myself, Jace Hintz, and Weekly Outdoor Plus. Hey guys, welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Jace Hintz here, about to give you your weekly tip. Sitting up in a tree stand here just to give you guys some visual and some idea of what I'm talking about. This week we're going to be talking about taking close shots because as you'll see in the upcoming show here, we're going to be shooting an alligator, and we're going to have two shots basically that are going to be plus or minus 5 yards. I mean, really close, really, uptight close shots. And a lot of hunters I know have taken shots, within under 20 yards and have missed them most of the time shooting over the top of them and normally can't explain why. And I got a couple simple tips that'll help you avoid that and reasons why that does happen. So the first thing when you're shooting out of your tree stand, just like we talked about, probably 20 weeks ago almost now, you got to make sure that when you're bending to shoot low, the closer it is, the more you have to bend. You have to make sure you're bending at your waist, not at your upper body, okay? So when you're shooting, you don't want to just bend your arm down. When you do that, the biggest thing you're going to do is, again, you're going to be using all your muscles to pull your arm down, and you're going to shoot high because you're naturally going to want to pull up. That's not good, obviously, because that's when you shoot over the top. So the big thing you want to do is, even if you're sitting in your tree stand, you got to have a nice solid base here, and then when you pull back up and you come down on it. Bend your whole waist and everything, all right? Not just your upper body, bend your whole waist. The next thing that's really crucial is everybody, or most people, will shoot fixed pins. The big thing is, you got your 20, your 30, your 40 yard pin. When the animal comes this close, you got your big buck walking under your tree, whatever the opportunity is, most people will pull back and they'll aim with all of their pins because it's so close, their adrenaline rush. And the problem with that is, especially in like your 10 to 20 yard range, you actually will shoot high because of the distance of your arrow and the arc of your arrow. So if you're like with anywhere basically from 14 to 20 yards, you actually do need to aim a little bit low on the animal so you'll hit where you're aiming. Most people aim with all their pins, obviously putting the 20 yard pin or somewhere around their back, and if you hit that little bit high, you're going to go right over the top, especially if it jumps your string at all. Even 1 inch will be a huge difference there. So anywhere between 10 to 20 yards, you got to make sure you're aiming low. Anywhere farther than that is another thing. It's going to be starting to aim lower with your pins actually. So say you're shooting anywhere, let's say 5 feet, which is not even 2 yards. So it'd be almost a straight down shot. 5 feet on my sight would be putting me around 54 yards. The reason for that is your arrow obviously is not really rising yet. So you have to be shooting as flat as you possibly can. So when you're doing that, again, anything under probably 10 yards, I mean, you got to practice this at home would be the easiest way. Sit up in your tree stand, have a buddy there with you, have them move a block for you. Start shooting it, okay, this is 10 yards from the base of my tree. Okay, this is, 5 yards from the base of my tree. you're gonna, when you're shooting 10 to 5, you're gonna be noticing that you're gonna be hitting significantly different. And most of the time you're gonna have to aim with a farther pin actually. Shooting 5 yards, you'll have to aim somewhere between 30 and 50 yards, depending how fast your bow is. And then the other big thing that really makes a difference is how high your peep sight is from the center of your shaft when you're at full draw. That right there is pretty much the only thing on your full setup that's gonna make a major difference on where you're gonna be aiming. So I mean, especially if you have a new setup this year, you move your peep sight half an inch. You're moving your peep sight is gonna make you shoot the farthest off out of anything on your bow. So think about it, practice shooting at a block, 10 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards directly under your tree stand and see what your arrow shoots like. All right, make sure that, again, now when the shot comes in real life, you're thinking about that, where you need to aim, because most people, like I said, you can put all your pins on the vitals, but that doesn't always help, when it's that close, because you're gonna shoot high or low depending how close you really are. So that's my tip for this week. Try it out in your backyard, wherever you can, shoot different distances. You don't have to be in a tree stand to shoot it, obviously, but I recommend shooting at a tree stand as well so you can practice bending at your waist. You'll notice your ups and downs vary if you're not bending at your waist. So try those couple little things out, and hunting season's coming around in 2 weeks. We'll have some more good tips for you coming up, and as always, have a safe, good week.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Available at Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Tired of buying a new vacuum every 3 to 4 years? Well, we found your solution at Barber's Shop, your vacuum cleaner and sewing machine headquarters.
When I decided to invest in a vacuum, I went to Barber Shop.
And while you're here, take advantage of their scissor and knife sharpening services. With the knowledge to help you find that vacuum or sewing machine you're looking for, why go anywhere but 2400 Church Street in Stevens Point to Barber Shop? You need parts? We have as complete of a supply of vacuum and sewing machine parts as you could find. So before you invest in a vacuum, see us, because we sell the best and fix the rest. Barber Shop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point. Alright, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show each week, as Sopa Cellular makes it extremely easy for you to capture these photos and then send and share them around effortlessly. First up this week, we have Morgan Jarowski at a 3D shoot with her brother and dad, shooting from the elevated stand. And next we have one from Casey, Bowen, Brody, and Brian Roth, shooting a 3D tournament over at Antlered Archers. Now the next two come from Mara and Roberge, learning how to shoot bow for the first time ever with Gary at Bucks and Bulls Archery. And shooting very well for her first time. Way to go, Maren. And here we have Drake with a dead 3D javelina. Good shot, buddy. And here's another one of Morgan with a really nice 3D buck she put a really great shot on. And next we have one from Zach with his brand new mission bow that he got from Bucks and Bulls, also shooting his very first Robin Hood on the same day. And last but not least, we have Brian Roth with his first giant king salmon. So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more weekly Outdoor Plus action. Now y'all remember Molly and the Riechert family from last week. She dropped the biggest, oldest hog of the bunch. Well, she was also down in southern Florida for the same thing as Gary, shooting a big old gator.
This thing's on fire right now. Like look through the, like put it up on your shoulder like a gun. Can you see through the crosshairs? Yeah? Is it illuminated? This one is not illuminated. This is not. Look through it. Is it green inside? Yeah, I think the battery's dead on it. Jeff, this ain't no salmon you're fighting here. Okay, what do you want me to do? Okay, pull my hand. Sit. What you can do? Pull up. Take your left hand, put on the reel. Now reel. Reel. Down. Okay. That's quite a walleye y'all got there. Yeah, we hooked him on the Funnel X special. Oh my God, he's big!
That's a nice gator. That is a nice gator. Yeah, that's a big gator. Oh yeah, you just blew mine.
Molly, it's very imperative that we get that crossbow dart into this alligator.
It's a big gator.
Well, I mean, this is what it's all about, folks. If you want to come down here and experience dinosaur hunting the way cavemen did it millions of years ago, call me up. Okay. Reel down. Reel down. Lift up. Reel down. Reel. Okay, stop it. On the boat. No, it's okay. He's just sulking on us. Molly, stand up. Stand up. Right there. Shoot him.
Oh my God, Molly! Yeah, Molly. Yes.
I swear I think you killed him.
Oh my God.
You just stoned the gator.
No way. No stinking way.
Crap. No joke, you just killed the gator.
Good job, girls.
Awesome shot. What do you think, Mama?
You still ain't like.
Very cool.
Literally, you killed him. You shot him right through the neck bone.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Okay, he's coming up. See that half moon right there, right behind his head? Right there. Yeah, he didn't like that even a little bit.
Nice job, Mom.
I've got the monster alligator snared. Molly Riechert is relishing the fact that she made 2 wonderfully placed shots. And Jeff Riechert is just sulking in the fact that he now leads the Riechert Gallio competition. And I'm just happy because this is the second big old gator we've killed tonight in 3 casts. Ooh yeah! Is that your PED tape? I'm gonna tape your mouth shut. Oh my goodness.
My goodness.
Too shabby.
Molly, this gator doesn't fit in the boat.
Oh, Molly.
thinking your dad owes you a full body round.
Good shooting.
Molly, you feeling good about this? Yeah.
Hey, Molly. Awesome.
Absolute outstanding job, Molly. Looks awesome. Now stay tuned because next up is Gary's Gator Hunt. Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today. ProWash, commercial and residential mobile power washing service will get it clean. Whether it's a house, garage, roof, patio, or deck, ProWash uses all hot water, putting them above the rest. They also use all biodegradable chemicals to get out any mold or rotting that's ruining your home. So take a large step towards protecting one of your biggest investments and have the cleanest house on the block. Call 715-341-7852 for an estimate today and ask for the Pro at ProWash. 715-341-7852. If you're looking for a vacuum that is going to perform year in and year out, look no further. SIBO is the best of the best. Pick up your SIBO today at Barbershop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. And now back to the show where we're ending it with Gary's hunt for that big alligator down in southern Florida. Now, as I mentioned last week, we saved the lung from my hog so we could kind of bait him with it, where it was attached to a line that we threw out so that once he ate it, we knew where he was at all times.
He's going at the bait. Oh, he's gonna take it big time.
Don't reel. Yes. Don't reel. Free spool, Sam. Free spool.
Yeah, I got it.
So now that he swallowed the lung, we had a line all the way down in his belly, so we were able to follow him around wherever he went. Now it was mostly a waiting game till we could get that perfect shot, so Gary had to be ready at all times. The next step is to hook him with a big treble hook, so we had 2 lines in him. That way we could get him in for the perfect shot.
I'm gonna ruin that gator's evening.
It was him. He's right under us.
He's hooked, so now for the hard part, sticking him with that arrow.
I think he's on. Get ready with your bow. Get ready with your bow. Yep, he's coming. Back up.
There he is, right here. Hold on. Shoot him right in the back. Hold on. You're shaking him up. Back up. Hold on. Back up. Hold on. Get ready. Shoot him. Oh, yeah.
Just smacked the big gator with the Creed. I think I made a nice shot. Right behind her front leg. I think he's gonna die. He'll probably die from that shot.
I think I'm kind of shaking.
Alright. Here he comes. He'll be here in just a second. I'll tell you when.
It's only like 20 feet of 20
Here he
yards away.
comes. Alright. Alright, here's your arrow. Right there in that plate.
No.
Hold on. Up, forward more. Right there.
You got him!
Gator down.
Look at the side there.
Betcha.
Hold this. Now he's heavy.
Oh my god.
Too cool.
So crazy.
I could check that off my bucket list. Now I want to kill a gator for the last 30 years.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.